Good morning. Now, today, I want to show something on software project management. Now, today, I want to focus on the practical aspect of software project management. For first lecture, up to this lecture, we have been discussing the theory part of this software and how we can actually use the computer to benefit from all these features that we are going to discuss now. So now today, I want to show you how to use this software practically, the software that is meant for the project. Okay? As you can see, what I'm going to show you now is the product of Microsoft, okay, which is a project management software, but a product of Microsoft company. So now, this is the main interface of the Microsoft project, okay, software. So now when you start, you'll be given, okay, the work breakdown structure by default, this blank one. So your job now is to put the details of the work breakdown structure. Remember, before you do anything in the project, it has to start with the work breakdown structure. So now this software is designed in such a way that once it just starts, it starts by giving you this work breakdown structure. So now, what should you do? First thing first, you need to have your own work breakdown structure on paper, which you need to capture into the system. Right. So right now, I'm going to show you how I can do a mini project, okay, of a particular hostel construction. So now I've got a breakdown structure on the paper, which I'm going to enter into the system. And the system, remember those benefits discussed, the system will automatically be doing things that I should do on paper if I don't have the system. What are some of these things? The system automatically give me the Gantt chart. The system automatically give me a network diagram. The system will give me the task usage. And all these that you're seeing here, and there are more that the system will do just after entering the work breakdown structure. So now we can see the benefits practically now. You only do one work and the rest will be done by the computer. That's the beauty of the software. Okay, so I'm going to begin by entering the details of my work breakdown structure of a particular project that I want to demonstrate. So where it says task name, that's where you're supposed to put the task. So in case I'm going to be using letters, so I'll call this task as task A. And this task has a duration of 5 days. And to start on this date, finish on this date. And since it is the beginning of the activity diagram, it won't have the predecessor. So I'll go to, okay, I can call it maybe apply. Okay, I can call it apply. So it can show here. Have you seen the beauty of this software? While I'm putting the details, it is already creating the Gantt chart for me. That's the beauty of this software. So I'll go to the next activity, which I'll put B. It's going to have 5 days or so. And then this is going to start after A. So A, I don't have to put A, I'll put its ID number, which is 1. So I'll put 1 there. Then this one, I'll call it clearly. Go to the third activity, as you can see, it's been done automatically as I capture the details of WBS. I'll go to activity C. Activity C is going to have how many days? 10 days. Okay, so we just put it here. It's all right. Then it's going to start after B, which is 2, activity 2. And you can call it digging. We are going to have activity D, which is going to have how many days? 5 days. It is going to come after B. right? Which is 2. Which means these two activities can be done at the same time. So this, I can call it footing. Remember, I'm constructing something, I'm constructing a building, so I call it footing. Then I go to activity E, right? Which is going to have how many days? 15 days. And this is going to come just after C and D. So C and D is activity 3 and 4. So activity 3 and 4, right? Then I call it foundation. You can see this foundation arrangement is going to start after footing and digging has been done. So we can go to F, activity F, which I will call, which is going to have, in this case, 20 days. If you don't want to be increasing from there, you can just basically, right? You can just basically from there, type 20. Okay. Then this activity is going to start after E, in this case, activity 5, right? So I'll call it building. Okay. Then there will be activity G, which I'm going to, right, to give 5 days. It's supposed to start after F. F is activity 6. Okay, call it Windows. Right. Windows. Then H, activity H, which is going to have, I'll give it 10 days. Then supposed to start after, okay, after G, which is activity 7, right? So then I'll call it roofing. Okay. Then there will be activity high, which is going to have 5 days as well. And it's going to start after G, right? G, which is activity 7. I'll call it planning. It's a building project. Then activity J is going to have 5 days. Supposed to start after H and I. H and I is activity 8 and 9. Right. These are predecessors and are quite direction. Okay. So this is my work breakdown structure, and automatically this side I have my work breakdown structure. Right. So it is in days. That's how come. Okay, you can scroll forward and backwards to avoid this problem. We can go to, right, you can go to format, check the time scales, so you can see, okay, the diagram, okay, very well. So you can check the bottom tier, you can check, you can convert to perhaps weeks, so you can see it nicely. So the days, okay, are converted into weeks, so you can see what we are designing. If you want to see it clearly, you can just close this part here and see your Gantt chart here very well. So this is our Gantt chart for the project that we have actually looked at. So you can see it makes the life easy, because without the software, this is supposed to be done from scratch. You do it from scratch, have your breakdown structure on paper, and convert it into this manner. So it takes time, but with the software, as you can see, just entering this work breakdown structure, as you can see from here, then the Gantt chart automatically it is done. So life becomes very easy with the software, and you find that you're going to achieve so many things with the software. And then if you don't have also the software, you need to come up with a network diagram, which is quite more robust but properly used. You find that if you don't have the software, you do it from scratch, calculate the float, the critical path, and the forward pass and the back pass. All that takes time, but with the software, it becomes very easy. What do I mean? Just by a click, I can convert this Gantt diagram into a network diagram. Have you seen here my toolbox? So if I want to convert this into a network diagram, just a matter of clicking on it, here we are. Some time, it's going to do the business. This is the one I'm talking about. As you can see, so this is my network diagram. Again, the issues of scrolling backwards, forward, it makes the analysis becomes difficult. But if you want, you can zoom this. Okay, right click on any empty space, go to zoom. Try to reduce this to probably maybe the entire diagram. You want to see the entire diagram. Here you are. But again, you can say, I can't see things clearly. Don't worry, just take your mouse there, then they will be magnified. All right. Take your mouse on a particular node, then to magnify. So this is a network diagram converted so quickly without difficulties. Why? Because it has solved the critical path for me, and then it has also solved which activities they've got float. Float, you're talking about 3 times. So as you can see, the critical activities or the critical path, it is this one in red, right? So the critical path is in red. And then the ones that are in blue are the non-critical activities, which shows or contains the float. So it becomes very easy for you to handle your projects quickly because you don't have to waste time doing these things on paper. Remember, these things, they take time solving them on paper. Coming up with a network diagram on paper, it takes time. And if the project is very big, you find that the calculations of the forward pass arrangement, the back pass arrangement will take about 30 minutes or 1 hour or so. But as you can see from here, it's just a click on the button. Just within a minute, we're able to have what you want. Remember, the secret is just a matter of you entering your work breakdown structure here accordingly, and going to be done for you automatically. And the network diagram will be done for you automatically without difficulties. Is that clear, people? So this is just a network diagram which has no resources. Right. So life becomes so easy with this type of arrangement. Okay. So once you've got the project that you're working on, and then you've got your work breakdown structure, just enter your details here nicely. Pay attention to the task names, pay attention to the duration, and the predecessors. The rest are done automatically by the system. So just click columns. Column for task name, column for duration, column for predecessor. If you take care of this very well, you find that everything is done automatically by the system. Is that clear? I believe this is very easy for you, right? Now, there's more to it, okay, apart from just what you have discussed. So as you can see already, if you look at the table here, you've got the entry, which is for the work breakdown structure, where you need to put all these things. And if you want to look at some cost, you can look at the cost arrangement. So the cost, as you can see, we have not done anything to the cost, right? We have not costed anything. So basically everything is at 0 rate, everything at 0 rate, right? So now if you want to do some bit of costing, some bit of budgeting to the project, you need to work with this page. So where do you find it? You go to view, here you go to table. If you want to get back to the work breakdown structure, you can go to entry, then you find all these entries one. Again, if you want to go back to cost, you can go to cost and do the costing of all these resources. Right. There's more beside cost and entry. There's also, you can also look at the work given. If you want to understand how many hours you've allocated, okay, to each individual, and what is the cost per hour. So you can also look at all these. If you're going to charge the cost, you can have this done automatically. So the first thing is sort out the entry, then the costing of the project becomes very easy, right? Because you can just put the figures you want, and the system automatically will put all what you need. So 20% for this activity. So you can see this person, okay, is going to work actually 8 hours, 32 hours, okay? And also you can see the work is 20%, okay, done, as you can see from me, from the diagram here. So this 20%, I'm saying I've done 20% on 5. So if you feel that you are done with the second activity 100%, you successfully finish it, you put 100%, then you discover that, okay, this is done to be put like that, done 100%, and the remaining hours are 0 because you have covered everything, right? But for this one, if you remember, if it was 0 the way it was, you find that it is 40 hours which is needed and you have done nothing. But if you can do 50% of the work, you discover that it will be 20 hours. It means you have covered 20 hours, and what is remaining is what? 20 hours. And it will show here that you have covered all these things very well. So as the manager, project manager, you can come to this entry, you go to view, go to table, then focus on work. Then you can manage work to show that, okay, I've done 100%, this is covered, this is 50%, this one I've done about 40%, or this one we have done 60%. Then it will be showing on the diagram here, and it will show you 60% means what? You have done 24 hours on the actual estimated period. So you're remaining 16 hours to complete everything. So you can basically use this to do your morning meetings, morning briefing with your members to show them that we are behind on this one. Please, can you move for about 20 hours on this activity before we finish? In this way, life becomes so easy, right? So if you discover that everything is done in this project, you have finished everything, and put 100% there for reporting purposes. Work done there is 100%. So this W core means work completed. So again, you go there, okay, there, you can go red, you can put there, okay, red. So it shows that this project is done. So you are done with this project. Everything is done. So as you can see, you don't have 10 hours remaining, and all the activities set. So this is how the report, okay? This is how the network diagram looks like, or rather the Gantt diagram looks like, which indicates that this project has been covered successfully. And if you check it on the network diagram, you see they will all crossed. So nothing critical, they're all in blue. So it means this project is a done project. Right, very easy. So the only secret, people, if you just enter the WBS very well, which is under entry, you find that, okay, the activities will be posted in other areas of the system automatically. So even this, the entry diagram shows the tick, which means it's completed. So this project has been done. This is how you show that the project has been done. So you have just looked at how you can do the work, right? What about the cost? What about you want to cost the project? For example, you can have activity 1, you can do okay, the fixed cost actual, the must be start, rated, or end. Rated is the incremental, it's not fixed, right? So for example, if we say, okay, 20 kwacha, right? So it's just 20 kwacha there. And then what is the baseline? So let's set the baseline for 50, right? So what you planned was 50 kwacha for this activity, and the cost is 20, so you can subtract the difference between the total cost, right? Rather, the total cost of this activity is 25, and what is on the paper is 50, so subtract 25 from 50, you get this. This means negative. It means this you are owing, okay? There's something that is wrong. Let's say, for example, on the total cost, it was 50 kwacha. You discover that the balance is 0. It means this cost has been covered, right? If it was, for example, 75 or this 100 kwacha, this activity will take 100 kwacha. You find that the baseline was 50, the one on the paper, the variance is 50. That's the balance that you have, right? So you find that you can do the same for these, okay? It's just to put some figures there for the sake of learning. Okay, for the sake of learning, put some figures. Okay, activities, just like that. Oh, this is one to see how to do the costing. Okay, so this is the fixed cost. And what is the total cost? Right? So the total cost, okay, is transferred. The fixed cost is transferred on the total cost. Now let's see what is on the baseline. Let's say, for example, for budget 200, to see how the system will be indicating figures for you. Right. So let's just look at the figures and to see how the system works. So as you can see, so the system will do the variance, the differences. These things that you're seeing in brackets are negative values. It means, right, you're owing, okay? You're owing the project activity in this case. So this is what you find as the total amount, and this is what was budgeted on paper, and this is the difference that you're getting. Okay, so you can see the remaining of all these. Okay, if you do the total cost and the baseline and the differences, and what will remain from the cost of the project. So this is how you do, okay, the budgeting and the knocking out of the figure that you are working on as you are doing the actual project. Right. So this is just the cost, right? Now let's look at this other one. Yes, so there's so many. We've got, right, so let's look at the second tables there. Okay, let's look at this 5 what, this entry, this work, variance. Okay, so I'm interested in this view here. Right, so I'm interested in the view. Okay, interested, let's go back to the entry. All right, let's go back to the entry. It's something that I want to check with you. Okay, let's go to the view and go to the source usage. Source usage. Okay, so very important feature of the software. It shows the allocation of the resources and the hours. As you can see, the distribution of the hours that you have put there in terms of the days that you have supplied for a particular activity. So this shows how you have distributed the working hours for each activity you have. Very important. I like this one also. Okay, the resource sheet. Okay, let's look at the resource sheet. Very important. So now the resource sheet, I like it because this is the one that now we can put the actual. Okay, you can put actual details you want with regards to people that are going to do the work. Right. For example, we've got resource name, the applying, and the type of work here. So you can see you can either put work or material, you can put the cost. So this apply, right? Apply, we can actually consider it as what? As work. You are working, right? And then you can mention the material label. Okay, the material label can basically maybe just call it apply if you want to be consistent. Okay. Right, and just quickly move to initials. So this applies this initial, and then the work group, right? Then you can say who's going to do this work. Then we can say Peter. Peter will do this work. Okay, we can put there to see how this can be done. To indicate that the one who's doing the work is this individual, right? Oh, yeah. There. Just fictitious names, people. Okay. There. Can. If one can finish names, there's no problem. These are people that will do the work. If it's a group, we can say a software group, we can say the construction group or electricians, so on and so forth. You can put the rate, okay, the rate per hour. Okay, you can put. So, for example, it is 50 kwacha per hour, right? That's our rate. Overtime is 20 kwacha per hour. Don't worry about that. The cost use, okay, maybe we can set them. Right, so let's put the costs, right? So we say 5. 75. These are just not real figures. You can put your own figures later on. There's no problem. Right. So let's work out this quickly and speed it up fast. Right. Then 10, okay, over time. I'm trying to be stingy. All right. Okay. Turn to our people. Real system. Okay, you find that we are real costs, which are put there, which will motivate you. And then you can put kwacha, right? The cost used basically is the cost of the machinery that you're going to use, anything that you have hired, is supposed to use. Okay, the hour, okay, per use. Okay, so you can have either standard, operated, or from the start or the end. So this is basically your resource sheet, okay, indicating the resources, the amount of pay, and the people that are responsible for the work. So once you get back to entry there, right, get back to work, Gantt chart, you'll find that you can assign, okay, the resources to people. Okay, so for example, in this one, let's assign it. Okay, let's assign it. So the source name, this one, you can actually write. Okay, you can look at this one, assign it. Right. Let's click on assign. Let's click on assign. Put the details there. We'll assign all these things, the resources. Let's assign the people. Let's assign what you have looked at in terms of the cost. Let's do the sign in up. All right. Assign all these. We'll assign all these stuff. Okay. We'll put all the assignment. Right. So basically what you have done, you have assigned all these on the first task. But if you don't want to assign all these on the first task, you can assign them equally to all these other assignments. So what you can do is you can remove all these if you don't want to assign them to one activity. I think that's the best idea. Okay, that's the best idea. Remove all these assignments. Remove all these assignments. Right. Okay. That's good. It works. Then I can come to this activity. Come to this activity. Go to assign. I'll assign. Okay. Clearly to this one. When I come to this activity, I'm going to assign digging, right? Come to this one, just like that. I'm going to assign electricals. This is just an example, right? Which I'm looking at, assign the details. Okay, come there, assign, come to Windows, you can assign the plumbing to Windows, and so on and so forth. Do the assigning like that. Just want to see something, so I'm going to speed it up quickly. So once I'm done with assignment close, so you can see on the diagram there, I've done the assignment, okay, of the activities according to what the resources are showing, right? Then from there, what you can do is you can go to the reports, go to the visual reports. Okay, let's just wait for it to pop up. So you can actually visual reports. Visual reports. Okay, sometimes it takes time to pop up, right? Depending on the usage, you have used the system, okay, at a long time, but it will pop up. Remember, there are two types of reports as we discussed in the first lecture. Two types of reports. You find the visual reports and also just find the other reports that are. So for example, in this case, we want to look at graphical reports, like the baseline work report. Okay, you can also look at the cost report, which shows the report, the cash flow, okay, which shows all the cash flow in the project. So this can work as well. Okay, you can also look at ordinary reports, such as these ones. For example, you want to see the work overload, right? Let's just look at the work overload. You can see, okay, let's look at the task. Select this one. See how the report looks. Yes, this is the one. Okay, it shows the task. The clearing, it has all these assignment and the hours for activities. So I can have this printed to see which task has been overloaded or which area has been overloaded. So basically, this is very, very useful as you do the projects in terms of management of activities. If you feel that this activity is overloaded, you can remove some activities, do the leveling, so things can work according to your. So basically, people, what you have looked at today is very, very important. I want you to go through it and master